What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer 73 here. Happy Sunday. Good to see you here. Today, I'm going to be taking questions all across the board because this week is going to be a busy week and there's going to be a lot of product reviews coming out this week. So hold on to your hat. Today might be, I don't know. It may be the only live stream coming out this week because I got so much work to do. But if you have questions about anything, about camp, about garden, or anything, today might be the day to knock it on out. Land ownership. How y'all doing today? It's good to see you. Let me get my comments going here. My comments ain't cracking. Let me see something, because no, I'm trying to check the comments. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me, give me 2 thumbs up. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me and see me, give me 2 thumbs up. Let's see. It's not private. What the heck? Okay, I don't know what's going on. This isn't supposed to be private. Hold on a second, y'all, because somewhere something got screwed up where this is a private video. Hold. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation. I may duck out of here real quick just to let me figure something out, because it has me down as private. There we go. Yeah, it says private chat. What is that about? All right, so I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of time. I'm going to mess with this real quick. Hold on give me one. Okay, now I see everybody. Just a flick of the wrist. Making sure, hey, everybody, now I can see you. Now I can see you. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Give me 2 thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, let's see who's in the house today. LT, Sam Whittle, Prepared Paratrooper, Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness, Belinda, Carmen Jarvie, Power Chair Farmer, Adric, how you doing? Terry, Michelle Lowe, Second Floor Gardeners. I like your name. Let me see. Inspira, how you doing? Sandra, Mary Gold. Okay. If I don't grow, how you doing? Let's get back. Let's go a little further to the beginning. Belinda, the Nightway, Adric, Big Bad Bo, Michelle Lowe, D. Will, Second Floor Gardeners, Terry. Okay, so I pretty much got everybody, I believe. Lisa Harris, Adina Collins, Pleasant Trees. Okay. Today, I am going to be taking questions. I'm going to move into 2025 on a positive note. I know I can veer off onto some crazy stuff because, sometimes people get on my nerves, but I'm going to try to I have been enlightened. What's up, everybody? Guava. It's good to see everybody. I should have grabbed my waters, what I should have did. If you have any questions for me pertaining to gardening, land ownership, all the stuff I do, especially camping right now, because camping, if people don't understand why I talk about camping so much, camping is prepping. If you have never been camping, you are not a prepper. And I know people going to come back and they're going to use that against me, but I'm going to stand on that. If you have never been out camping, you are not a prepper. You're just a gatherer of supplies. I said it. I know that's going to ring out throughout the whole prepping community, and they're going to tear me a new hole. I get it. But I will challenge that. If you have not been out camping, you mean to tell me you know how to use all your equipment, right? I mean, in real life scenarios. I ain't talking about no fantasy. What did I call it before? That cosplay prepping bullcrap. I mean, straight up. Listen, your knife on your hip, you need that. Are you using it? Let me see. Okay, one of the few is would now, heading into the end of summer, would now be a, you worded that crazy. Would now, heading into the end of summer, be a good time to plant banana plants in Tucson, Arizona? I don't know, because I don't live in Arizona and I don't know your climate. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care where you live right now. Planting something tropical is not a good idea unless you live somewhere probably like Florida or certain parts of California. I wouldn't try to plant a banana plant in the ground at this time unless you were like in mid to southern Florida or certain parts of California. I just wouldn't do it, because I know Arizona gets cold. I know Texas get cold. The weather has changed. I wouldn't do it. Okay, let me see. Okay, here's one. Belinda says, do you have any idea how to put a gutter on a chicken coop? You have a metal roof for IBC tote. Do I have any idea how to put a gutter on a chicken coop if you have a metal roof? For all of that is something that you made up. So I wouldn't have, you fabricated your situation. So I wouldn't know how to help you. It sounds like you did a lot of fabricating, right? I wouldn't even know how to begin to help you without a picture of what you're talking about. I heard metal roof, IBC tote, chicken coop, all of those. It sounds like fabrication to me. So it sounds like you had to put some stuff together and make it work. I wouldn't have a clue. Okay, I would love to help you, but I would need to see a picture on that one. Okay. Figgy says, what are 3 must-have prep camping supplies for upcoming winter, other than basic, some things you may have bought recently specific for the winter time? You're going to need some kind of heating source. You're going to need some kind of shelter, and you're going to need some kind of heat, shelter, water, and food. To me are the basics. I don't know another way to get around that. You need a heating source. And really, if I wanted to use all of mine up, I would say shelter, heating, and heating. I would use heating twice. For a winter month, you need something that's going to keep you warm, whether it's a wood stove, diesel heater. Come on. Wood stove, diesel heater, buddy heater, propane, whatever you're going to use. Let's see. I'm looking for more questions. Here we go. We're going down this alley. My broccoli isn't forming a head. Lots of leaves. Should I start over? I have no idea. I am answering all questions as honest as possible. Truly. Those are some of the questions that I'm getting right now. I can't answer you because it's a personal situation. When I say a personal situation, I don't know where you are. I don't know what kind of soil you're gardening in. I don't know if you're gardening in the ground, in a container. I don't know what kind of food you're feeding your plant. I don't know. And if I was to answer you, I would be lying to you. And I'm not doing that. Okay. I know you're going to go across the board somewhere on YouTube and somebody's going to give you an answer to that. And I'm going to be honest with you right out the gate. They're lying to you because they have no clue what you have done. All right. I don't know when you planted it, nothing. So trust and believe. If you ask that question in that format, the way you just did to anybody, and they give you an answer, they're lying to you because they have no clue. Gutter into, I know. I would have to see what you showed me. Okay. I would have to see a picture. I can't imagine what you've done. I know you're going to try to word it and try to describe it. That doesn't work for me. I'm going to need to see it. Literally look at what you're talking about. Do you have a channel, Wing Mom 19? If you have a channel, I can come over there and see. I would love to help you. Update on Princess Lead. Is she still living off grid on Freedom Acres? There will be no more information spoken about Freedom Acres. I will tell you a few things, but my private life on Freedom Acres and my land and my family is off limits. If my daughter wants to show the world what she's doing, she will let you know. My family chose to stop showing what our accomplishments are on that land for several reasons, for safety reasons and for just privacy. What are things? What are things people who are, y'all wording this stuff, what are things that people are looking for their first tent need to keep their eye out for? Zipper. Is this a cheap zipper? Keep your eye on a good zipper. What is that called? A YKK zipper. A good tent has a good, thick, strong zipper. And you can tell by the seam and the stitching in the zipper too. Even if it's not a YKK zipper, the stitching in the zipper, if you got thread coming through the zipper and all of that, and it's just sewed and stitched any old kind of way, bad move. The material, what kind of material is it made out of? Is it fire retardant? That's important. I don't think they make, yes, they do. I was about to say, I don't think they make tents that aren't fireproof anymore, but they do. I would say, please get a reputable tent. If it's your first time tent, spend a little bit of money, please. And you won't be sorry. It won't be a tent that you will throw away. It'll be a tent that you hold on to and just add on to your collection of tents, or you can pass it on like a Kodiak brand tent or a Tintin brand tent or a White Duck brand tent. Those style tents, even a Gazelle brand tent. Those are names that I literally have right now that are tried and true, tested over the years. Even a Vivor tent, to be honest with you. These are ones that I test to this very day. Kodiak, White Duck, and Vivor. White Duck bell tent, Vivor bell tent, Kodiak cabin tent with the front porch all have been standing now for over a year all elements, all storms, all weather conditions. They're on my land to this very day, still standing tall. And I even, when I go to my land, I'm in the Kodiak tent. And the only reason the white duck tent is still standing is just because I've been too lazy to take it down. Okay, let's get back into these questions, okay? You are so welcome, Joanna. I just don't want to. I just don't want to lie to people just for some views. Leah, did you try the new heated portable shower at camp? You showed it 2 weeks ago on live. No, I didn't. I set up my shower, everything. But the weather was so perfect that the only thing I had to heat water for was to cook. I showered with water fresh out the tap or fresh out of my containment. I don't think nobody had to heat up water to bathe. So no, I didn't even use it. Didn't get a chance. I set it up, but never got a chance to use it. The cooler water was refreshing. What's up, Kato? Let's see. Can you give a good small heater option for 4 to 6 person size tents, electric, gas? A 4 to 6. I would have to see it because I don't want you doing nothing ridiculous. A 4 to 6 man tent, in my opinion, is a 1 to 2 man tent. Now, what that means is when they give you a 4 or 6 man count for your tent, that means 4 or 6 people laying shoulder to shoulder on the floor in a sleeping bag, meaning that's no room for anything else, your gear or anything else. So if you're bringing your gear and you're going to be storing your gear inside of your tent, to me, I literally either just cut that number in half. If it's a 4-man tent, it's a decent 2-man tent, preferably a 1-man tent. If it's a 6-man tent, 2 to 3-man tent, because you're going to have your gear in there. The reason I'm saying all of this is because if you're going to be in your tent, say you and somebody else, and all of y'all gear is inside the tent as well, and you're asking me how should you heat it, I don't want to give you a false answer because I might say a wood stove because I love wood stoves, but you may be in a nylon tent. I wouldn't suggest you put a wood stove inside of a nylon tent. It's dangerous. I wouldn't suggest, it just depends. Electric, buddy heaters, diesel heaters, all of that stuff has specific uses and for specific tents. And I don't want to just blurt out anything to you and get you in a whole ball of wax and you'll be in trouble. Okay. Wood stoves are my favorite, hands down favorite. But when it comes to, say, I stay in a Gazelle tent, which is all nylon tent, that's out of the question. Buddy heater is good. A diesel heater, you pushing it. You understand? It's this game. I know we talk about it a lot, but when we go camping, man, this stuff is serious. I know we joke around, play around, but I don't want anybody getting hurt because they just wanted to buy some cool gear. All of this stuff has specific uses, okay? How long do we wait to repot turnip greens from seed pods into the peekaboo cups planted? I don't know. I would have to see them. I can kind of give you a thing like, and I don't know whether you're replanting them in a container, replanting them in the ground. See, all of that stuff is sight on scene. I can't give you an exact answer for that because it's stuff I would have to see. Like, There is no specific time. When you think this plant is strong enough to be transplanted, like how many leaves are the true leaves there now, or how what's the root system looking like? There is no, okay, wait 10 days and then do it. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So I can't answer that without seeing it. That's another one of those. Okay. I'm gonna keep it moving. I want to help you guys, but I'm telling you, some of these questions are specific and personal because I'm not there with you, and I don't know where you are. I don't know what you've done, and I don't know how you've taken care of it. I don't know what soil. I don't know how you water it. I don't know how you feed it. And if I knew all of that, I could answer you a lot better. If I seen it, I could answer you even better still. Okay. Thank you, Jackie Russell. Thank you for that. Okay, Lisa Harris says, when you first moved from the north to the south, what was one adjustments or challenges you experienced? Oh, that's easy. Rules, laws, regulation, and language. For me, I can only speak for myself. Moving from the north to the south was like moving to another country to me, because certain words, your language has to change so people can understand you. Certain laws, the way you drive, the highways, everything is different. To me, I feel like I moved to another country in a good way. In a good way. You just can't. I'm gonna tell you one piece of advice, and I always repeat this. I'll tell you a piece of advice my brother told me when I moved from the north, from Ohio to Atlanta. My brother told me this. My real blood brother. He told me, bro, little bro, all that stuff you learned up there on how to move, on how to get by, on how to hustle, he said, leave that crap up there. It don't work down here. He was right. That's one of the most truest things my oldest brother has ever told me. And I remember it like it was, because my brother, you know, he kind of crazy, but all my life, out of everything he's ever told me to help me, that was the best advice he ever told me. Everything you learned up there, leave it there. When you come down here, start learning, because they move different down in the South, move completely different. And you'll come down here trying to do some northern stuff, and you're going to fail and end up going back up north. Or you're going to come down here and you're going to offend somebody. And you might end up some gator bait. Don't come down here with that. Just like the southern stuff, when you move up north, okay, take it down a notch. So that's a good question. Let's see. Do you think peanuts are a good cover crop to put around bell peppers for spring? I don't know. I've never done that. I'm not even going to lie and say yes. We've grown peanuts several times, but it was before I moved in it. No, we grew peanuts one time in this house. I think that was one of our first crops here in this house. We used to grow peanuts at my old homestead. But as far as like a cover crop, I wouldn't be able to answer that for you. I've never done it, so I can't speak on that. Did I ever name my fig tree? Not yet. I'm still working on it. Tips on start beekeeping. Yes, take a class. My only tip right now, take a beekeeping class. Take several. Go join your beekeepers association. Take beekeeping classes. Get certified for certain things. Do not just go buy some equipment and just wing it. You can. You will waste hundreds, if not thousands of dollars if you do it that way. Go to somebody that's going to teach you beekeeping 101. Try to get certified, before you go off buying all your equipment and honey spinners and stuff. I know that sounds great, but you will literally throw away hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on equipment and bees if you just jump in head first, not knowing what you're doing, not knowing what to look for, not knowing diseases, not knowing the problems of beekeeping. I wouldn't do that if I was you. I will be teaching another beekeeping class this coming spring. We didn't do it this year, but this coming spring, we're going to get back into it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to take my beekeeping. I think I'm going to take our beekeeping class to our Camp Club 73, our private camp. I'm going to keep it moving. I know I'm behind. Led, do you trim some of your fig leaves to promote fruit growth? No, I don't mess with the figs. I let them do their own thing. Shamira says, I showed my daughter the video about Camp Club 73. She just graduated from high school. I'm still adding tools to her mental toolbox. I looked at the yearly membership, and do I need to purchase 2 or 1? If you can call Lady Led at email her at, I'm gonna put it in here, Lady Led 73 at yahoo.com. If you're interested, I'm sorry, at Gmail. If you're interested in joining our club, and if you had specific questions about the rules and the regulations, okay? So I just put Lady Led's email for the camp club in the chat. So right there, so you can get it. Let's see. Okay. Figgy says, just for me and my gear, I still would need to know what the tin is made of. That's very important, okay? Say thank you, that makes sense. I was thinking of wood stoves, but the tin I'm thinking of is more nylon, and no. Go with buddy heater, like the propane. And if you did dealing with nylon, because even if that buddy heater falls over, it has a shutoff switch to it, and it cuts off immediately. Trust me, I got 4 buddy heaters. They cut off immediately when they tip over. And trust me, I have tipped one over on my RV during the winter on Freedom Acres. Okay, let's see. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Is the EcoFlow Wave comparable to maybe a 500-watt heater, considering stay on my land to get more done for a few months, working on my trailer? Yes. 10-foot white duck, yes. Now, it doesn't have the heating coils, the elements in there, so it doesn't get like ultra hot, but it has a nice heat to it. Now, if things got too cold, I would say no. But long as things stay around the say if you said a 10-foot bale tent, and you're staying around the, I don't know, the lows in the 40s, you doing good. Thank you for that, Mr. Walker. I appreciate you. Salute. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Say salute, brother. Much love and respect. Thank you. I just don't want to be lying to folks, man. You got enough liars on social media, right? Enough of that. I'm just sick of it. Sometimes the truth, people don't want to hear the truth. They want their ego stroked, and I don't want to do that. What's this? Okay, Led, you and you and Lady Led will have to come by and check out the new land next time you're in Northwest Florida. Okay. Thank you for keeping it real. You are very welcome. And yes, I will come and check it out if I'm over that way. I think I might be over that way at the end of this month. I may be. Hey, Pamela, how you doing? Okay. Besides testing with perk tests for sewer, water quality test well, soil test for land, and land survey, what other tests would you recommend for my family to get done prior to purchasing the land? Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to speak on tests because tests are scientific. You know, one test that's not scientific that you need to check on before you buy your land. What are you around? Who are you around? Even though your land might be in the middle, you know, of kind of nowhere or something, you still got neighbors acres away. Like, what's their deal? I promise you that's serious. That's more serious than you think. You might have a neighbor 5 acres away, but you need to go see what their deal is. Because even though they're 5 acres away and you by yourself and you doing your own thing, they might be a perv, you know, they might be a lunatic. You don't know. They might be nosy, or they might be a Karen, and they'll drive 5 acres down the road just to come bother you. You can't be having goats around here, that kind of thing. So out of all of the scientific tests that you really should have done, you also, nothing changes from living in rural area, rural property, than it does in the heart of the city. You need to know who your neighbors are. Trust and believe that. Go look on YouTube all you want to and look and see how many people found land, moved out on their land, and found out that they moved next to a nightmare. Even though they might be 5 miles down the road, they may have moved right next door to a nightmare. Okay? People sabotaging their cattle, sabotaging their livestock. You don't know what kind of group of people that is. And some of these people been around a long time, right? Land has been passed down throughout the generations. And you looked up and somebody grandma passed off and the taxes wasn't paid. You looked up and got this house for a steal. I mean, this land for a steal. Okay. The rest of that family is all around, which didn't have money to purchase that house. They're going to give you hell about being there because you're there by yourself, because the rest of them are related. I'm going to tell you one thing. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. All the people around my land are related. All of them. And I'm telling you about my situation. I'm the last man out. I'm not related to any of them. All of these people around my whole area are related. Just lucky that they're great people. Just so happen I'm so blessed that they are nice, kind, loving people. But that's rare. You might move into one of those situations where a bunch of people want your butt out. Okay? So I'm sorry for talking too long on that because I could have went on and on with that. Let me see. What are your thoughts on the tents for car SUV tents? I don't understand what that is. You mean the kind that go on the back where the hatch door opens? I love them. If you're talking about the kind that go on top of the roof, a rooftop tent, I think they're utterly ridiculous, but that's only my own opinion. I think they're overpriced and they're ridiculous. I can give you a billion reasons why too. And everybody that ends up getting a rooftop tent gets rid of it. Every person on YouTube that gets a rooftop tent gets rid of it. Ask them why. The same reasons I thought they was ridiculous in the first place is the reasons why people end up getting rid of them. Now, the kind that open up your back door, your back hatch door, and you attach the tent, love them. Brilliant. Hey 99 says, my wife and I went to hang out at a campground last night. I saw lots of tents and realized that I have never set up a new tent. I'm going out in my backyard to try it now. Good for you. And everybody should be following your lead. Everybody should be doing that right now. If you don't know how to set up a tent, or you purchased a tent and you've never set it up, I beg you to go outside right now and set it up. I beg you. I'm begging you all, because you will get on your campsite and trust it. Listen to this. Those instructions are garbage. I don't care if you got the instructions just sold inside of the bag or it's a piece of paper instructions. Trash. Trash. And you can't read instructions in the middle of the night with a flashlight in your mouth. Trust and believe that. Okay? I've had so many tents that I can pretty much put up almost any kind of tent, just because certain things are familiar to me. Certain patterns are familiar to me with several different tents. We had a situation where somebody couldn't set their tent up, and it was in the middle of the night, and just so happened I had a tent similar to that years ago, over 20 years ago, and it still rang true in my head. I didn't need no instructions. I was like, this looks just like my old tent. And I looked at everything, looked at all the posts, and I said, I'm going to try that first. And it was up in probably 5-10 minutes. Okay. Hey, Katina Brooks. How you doing, sister? Will Camp Club 73 have an RV type gatherings? Maybe someday. But right now, we still getting our feet wet, and we're working these tents and very, very small, like pullable trailers, like teardrop size trailer at this moment. Have you had any experience with Goal Zero? No, I never have. I would like to try my hand at one of them, but I've never owned one. I like them. Okay. Lakeisha says, okay, hi, happy Sunday. I sent in for membership info last night. Good. I hope to see you at the next one, okay? Hope everything work out. Okay. Granny Go Getter says, Led, when do I pick lemons off my trees? I can't tell you that, because even I don't have a specific time, okay? And the reason I say that is, how sweet do you want them? I don't know what kind of lemons you have, number one. I don't know where you live, number two. Number three, how sweet do you want them? You want them to sit on a tree as long as possible. The sweeter, the longer they sit on a tree, the sweeter they get. That's if you got a Meyer lemon. If you have a Eureka style lemon, the flavor, it's about flavor when you're dealing with a Eureka lemon, okay? Same with grapefruit, same with pomelos, all of that. The longer it sits on a tree, the more flavor and the more sugars get to build up in there. And then when it get hit with a little bit of cold from early winter, late fall, just builds those sugars up even more. So I can't tell you that. I want to hear one of my secrets though. This is what I do. Every blue moon, when my lemons start turning colors a little bit, I'll pick one off and I'll eat it. You know, right when I know they're edible, I'll take one couple, maybe one or two a week. Sometime I'll let them sit all the way till after Christmas. That's when you talk about, oh, a Meyer lemon. That thing tastes like orange lemonade, because it got the sweetness, but it got the tartness, and you got the orange. You taste what a Meyer lemon is made of from that orange and that lemon cross. You taste that. So you got me with that question. Okay. Let's see. If I don't grow, says, thanks so much. Goal is to try to preserve as much propane and wood as possible. Okay. Let's see. Is it Big Bad Bowl says, is it possible to use EcoFlow Delta Pro with backup battery as permanent off-grid power solution if you have solar? And the only way I can answer that is it depends on how much energy you use. It depends on how much energy you use. Now, I'm going to say this. I can only speak for myself, okay? With me, when I'm off grid on my land, 4,000 watts during winter is really pushing it. 4,000 watt hours is pushing it, because during the winter months, no matter how many solar panels you got out there, it's not going to bring in as much solar as you really, really, truly need. If you use a lot of energy, you know, if you're totally off grid, I'm just saying, I wouldn't go below 4,000 watt hours. So if you have the, what did you say? The Delta Pro. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm tripping. I thought I saw Delta. If you got the Delta Pro with the backup battery, I conserve my energy, and I can't speak for you, but I say 4,000 watt hours is the limit for me off grid living. Actually living there for months on end, if not permanently, that's the minimum for me. Okay, I hope that helped. For me, I can't speak for you. Collapsible water storage. What's your question, Coran? What's your question? Collapsible water storage? Is that a question or a statement? I'm not sure. I'm interested though. Hit me back with that. Hold on. What kind of trees were they? Hold on. I timed you out by accident. Let me see if I can find you. I timed you out by accident. When it lets you back in, you only timed out for 300 seconds. I'm listening. Because I'm not quite sure where that was going, okay? What kind of trees? Hey, Letty B, say much love to the whole camp group. Sorry I missed the camp out, but I will be back backing all you do. Thank you so much. Live Farmer and Lady Led is the best. Got to get a new tent. Was dragging it to the store, and I'm just to let you know, Letty B, it's private now. It's a club now. We turned it into a private camp club. Okay, so it ain't just gonna be an all-out bulletin where anybody can just show up at any time they want anymore. I need to make sure I let everybody know that. Okay, I'm young, fresh out of high school, still staying with my mama, trying to get into homesteading. Where should I start? You should get some money so you can and get a job. Get a job, save your money, and start looking for a homestead. That's exactly where you should start. All right. Do as much research as you possibly can. If you're still staying at home with your mom fresh out of high school and you want to start a homestead, I think that's brilliant. I think it's wonderful that your mind is on the right track, but I want you to stay focused and do it the right way. Okay. So Save up some money and keep your eye open for a homestead, and you'll find it. If you need any help, holler at me, okay? Hey, Annie V, how you doing? Hey, Linda. What's up, License in the Garden? How you doing? I don't even understand your question, my friend. Do you need a beard for what? Do we need beards and fringes? Because my friend that's an Israelite said he doesn't do a beard because he doesn't like the way it grows. I don't even have a clue what you're talking about. What does any of that have to do with homesteading, gardening, or land ownership? You asked me, do you need a beard to do any of that? You may need to go pray about all of that, because I don't understand anything you're asking me. But I played with it for you, okay? There's the lady right there, New Orleans Garden. How you doing, T-Nog? T-Nog in the house, beautiful lady. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. I just heard when we just got back, what, yesterday, day before yesterday? I don't even remember. My time is off. That y'all had a hurricane. I hope everything is okay. Because, man, I had no clue. Okay, let's see. So you are correct about the 4 to 6 person tent. Is really a 1 or 2 person setup. My husband and I will be upgrading to one of the tents that you recommended. Thanks for that valuable advice. You are so welcome. And I will actually tell you what I think as far as what tents that I'm testing, that I've been testing for the last 4 or 5 years. I'll tell you everything about them all. Okay, any suggestions on a greenhouse in New York? Want to start preparing to have food all year round? I would have no idea. I don't know your situation. I don't know your living conditions. I don't know if you're on land, in a house with a yard, in an apartment. I don't know if you have a balcony. I don't know if it has windows. I would have zero idea how to help you with that. Okay, you got to give me a little bit more detail so I could help you, because you living in New York, all I'm thinking is the weather. I can't help you with anything else besides that. It is possible, but depending on your situation, I'm just being honest with you. I'm not being coarse. I'm just honest with you. If anybody tells you anything different, they're lying to you. I promise. I promise you. They give you an answer to that, as vague as it is, they're just lying to you. Okay. My local nursery just put a LSU purple brown turkey FUU in American persimmon on sale for $22. They have a Moon Glow Ayers pear. Have you grown either of those pears? If so, how well do they grow? See, it's not how well they grow for me when it comes to the pears. That's something that you need to figure out for your area, wherever you are. It may grow great for me here in the South, but it may grow horrible for you in the North. You have to figure it out, and you have to do the research on, should this pear tree be in your region? What's your grow zone? Find out what your grow zone is, and your new grow zone at that, because nowadays it has shifted. Like now I'm in like what, 8B, 9A? I'm almost Florida. So you have to figure that out. Just don't go be buying stuff because it's on sale, because it may not work for you. Like you could go down in Florida right now, you might find mangoes and stuff down there for $20 right now, but that don't mean it's going to last in New York. So you just wasted your $20. I don't want to lie to you, and I'm not sugarcoating nothing for anybody. I'm waiting on you to come back. Hyper stunts. How can it say you still timed out and I can't stop it? I wish I could. Leah, why are my baby avocados falling off the tree? Please. I have no idea what you done, what kind of soil you planted it in, what condition it's in. Is it in a container? Is it in the ground? What region are you in? What's your grow zone? What do you feed it? How often do you water it, or lack thereof? There is no way I can answer that. I'm not going to lie to you. Anybody that answers that for you is lying to you. I'm sorry. I would love to help you, but without pictures and knowing everything that I just asked you, there is no way I could answer that question for you. Okay. Where can we find more information on the camp? If you're talking about the private camp, Lady Led's email is in the chat above this comment that I just put in there, somewhere in there. And you can go to ladyled73@gmail.com, and she can give you the information to go to our website at easilygrowngarden.com/products. Okay. And that's where you will be applying for. Okay. Here we go. So I have a question. Me too. My 20th century pear tree is blooming again. Okay. I'm in zone 7B, Alabama. What should I do? Nothing. You're in Alabama, so winter is about to come. I'm going to tell you what I would do. I got an apple tree out here blooming right now. I plucked all of the blooms off. It's not going to produce fruit. You might get a marble. It's not going to produce fruit. So all it's doing is wasting all of the energy that fruit tree needs, that energy to grow a stronger root system, a stronger base over the winter, right? So instead of it waiting to use that energy to grow a bigger root system over the winter, it's wasting its energy on trying to make more babies, which is the plants, which is the fruit. Pluck them off. Once you pluck those flowers off, that energy will be diverted back into the root system, because the tree is pretty much spent. The tree knows that winter is coming. So it's not going to force any more energy into the branches and everything. It's going to push all that energy down into the root system. Pluck those flowers off. That's what I would do with my plant. That is what I did with my fruit tree, actually. For me, no more figs are going to grow this year on any of my fig trees. So when I see those little fig babies, I just twist them off. They're not going to produce this waste of energy. Okay. I hope that helped. What's the best time to tap maple trees? I don't know. I do not live in Canada, and I've never done it. I will have you Google that though, okay? Hey, Trina's Journey. Hey, Analytic Gardener. I didn't see you, but I see T-Nog hollering at you. Analytic Gardener here. Trina's Journey in the house. Hello, how you doing? Okay. Everybody welcoming in Trina, the New Orleans gardener, and the Analytic Gardener into the house. Let's see. Okay. I sent you a link to a shipping container place in South Carolina. A person can get a 20-foot delivered, a 20-foot shipping container delivered for about $2,000. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't see your link. I didn't see your email. And this is why. If you email me, number one, it's going to be hard to find emails because I get hundreds of them a day. But if I do stumble across an email and all it has on it is a link, and it might say something, hey, Led, check this out, I will never look at that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to be 1,000 times honest, because those 99.9 times out of 10 are scams. I will never open that. You need to explain something to me in detail about what this link is about to be. I will never click it and I will probably send that to my spam folder. So every time you email me, your stuff will go straight to the spam folder. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't open links, but I already know about the shipping containers. Thank you though, but I don't open links. Most people send me a link and say, "Hey, Led, check this out," and there go the link. I'm not opening that. Okay, so I'm just saying, I got to be a little more careful than that. Iris says Amazon has EcoFlow on sale, 500 half price. EcoFlow what? Hey, Kizzy's Place, how you doing? It's good to see you in here. Okay. Now you back. You gave me a mulberry tree wrapped up in a shipping box and shipped at your porch. Yes. If what else did you send me? What else did you send me, Hyper Go Stunts? Because I don't want to jump on this bandwagon before I know exactly who this is. Tell me what else you sent me. I want to get happy, but I get scammed so much that I don't want to jump for joy yet. Any suggestions on how to secure a 5,500 watt dual champion enclosed generator? Enclosed generator, 5,500 watt, when traveling long distance while on a Harbor Freight cargo tray. Attach. No, I can't. I can't. Number one, I would have to see it. Number two, I can't suggest anything because all of that sounds dangerous. And if I gave you a suggestion and it flipped off and killed somebody, I could be held liable. That's a legal obligation for me. I can't touch. I would like to help you, okay? But 55 watt dual champion enclosed generator, and you got it on a tray. I would love to help you, but I can't. That's a tricky one. Trina's Journey said, Led, I did a video on a good website that help people know what to grow and when to grow it. FYI. Thank you for that, because a lot of people need it. A lot of people need that. Let's see. You are an inspiration. I got 2 fig trees for my birthday, a Celeste and a Cadota. Ooh, okay. I've been looking at them Cadotas too. I ran across a bunch of them and I never got one. Thinking about getting a berry type next. Get a Desert King if you ever find one. You said you got the Celeste, Chicago Hardy, Desert King. I just bought a Desert King and I've always wanted one. I walked past them for years and I finally stumbled on the one and got a Desert King. Let's see. So go, you said any suggestions? Chicago Hardy. Chicago Hardy. Okay. Okay, just did. Probably not enough water. The squirrels planting. Yeah, see, I wouldn't. Yeah. Let me see. Keep it moving. I know I'm way behind you. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm trying to answer everybody this time. This is a Q&A, so I'm trying. I'm not just running my mouth this time. Hi, Led, I have a question. What are the pecan tree varieties you have on your land? I'm in zone 7B looking at the desirable. Yes, get a desirable pecan and considering a second variety. Get a desirable. Well, I'm going to tell you what I got. I got a desirable. I have an Elliott. The Elliott grows like crazy here on my land, or at this house. Elliott, desirable, Sumner, I always want to call this thing a Cody. What the hell is this? I have a Pawnee. I have a, oh my God, I got so many. Pawnee, Sumner, Desirable, Elliott. I'm gonna call it a Cody because it's literally right outside my window, and I need to go look. I always screw that word up because I always mix it up with my fig tree that I took to my land. So I'm working on it, and I got 2 other varieties. I got 6 pecan trees on my land, and I have 4 here. Oh. Somebody said, what a pleasant surprise. And the other one is called a Cape Fear. I got a Cape Fear. The Mount Pleasant made me think of it. I got a Cape Fear. I got a Pawnee. And it's a native name. Not a Kawan, I can't remember the name. Don't get me started because that stuff, I love playing that game. Okay. Kizzy's Place says, I've been saving peach pits hoping to grow a tree from seed. Is this a good time to plant it down here in Florida? I wouldn't. In Florida, I wouldn't. And, you can plant that seed, but it's probably not going to taste like the peach that you ate. You can plant it. If you're talking about starting it in the house, those peach seeds, they need heat. So I would wait till summer. That's one of those things that needs some intense heat so it to germinate. Okay, let's see. I'm moving on. What size PVC pipe would you use for supporting 5-foot trees? I always use just like the 3/4 inch, 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter. They're all rigid. If you buy that 8 to 10 foot PVC post, right? The shorter you chop that, the more rigid it is. So it don't even matter. Okay. Moles rooting in my garden. What can I do to get rid of them? Call an exterminator. Call an exterminator. Pay the money and call an exterminator. You know why I said that? Because what you're going to do, or you're going to go on Google and stuff, and you're going to buy hundreds of dollars worth of equipment and chemicals and traps that don't even work. And what's going to happen is that's money that you just could have called an exterminator and just got rid of it. I'm not even kidding with you. Okay. Trust me on that. You'll spend hundreds of dollars with gadgets and gimmicks and traps and poisons, and don't do it. Especially if you have a pet, just don't do it. Let's see. Oh, I got that one already. Trying to get some transplants in while listening. Good for you, the analytic gardener. Odom's Homestead in the house. Boy, Odom, I got one coming out for you, brother. Man, you've been tearing up. I've been watching you. You have been tearing that garden a new one, boy. Get it. Odom's Homestead, man. You at it, man. Proud of you, brother. What is the best place to... Listen, don't ask me questions like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Please, be more, have a little bit of discernment. Is that a good question to ask? I'm going to get rid of that, okay? Have a little sense. Do you think that's a good question to be asking on social media? Really? Oh my God. Let me see. Please, I'm trying to be positive. For me to be positive, I need for you to have a little bit of discernment of time and place. If you don't, man, I'm trying to stay on a positive and happy and upbeat, but I'm telling you, if you don't have a clue on time and place, you know what I'm saying? What you just did was like wear a tuxedo to a birthday party, and it's, come on now, come on. We grown, I think. And then earlier on, we said the young man fresh out of high school, he don't even need to be hearing that, okay? Is it best to transplant a fig tree in fall or spring? I don't know, because I don't know your situation. I don't know if you did a clipping, a cutting, you purchased one. I don't know where you are. I don't know what kind of soil you plan on putting it in. All of that matters. It just does. It truly matters. All of that stuff matters. And if you're not doing research and you're out just buying plants for no good reason, just because you saw somebody else do it online, you're going to fail miserably at gardening. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to everybody. If you don't do your research, you'll fail miserably at gardening. It's simple. It's actually easy, but you make it difficult when you just throw caution to the wind, no research. You don't know what the tree is capable of. You don't know the temperatures. You don't know how many cold hours it takes. None of that. You don't know your grow zone. You don't know what grow zone it belongs in. You don't know how many. That all counts, people. That counts. You'll fail. A lot of people fail at gardening because they go in and buy a bunch of stuff and don't ask anything else. They don't do nothing else. They don't research what they bought, nothing. And they try to put the same fertilizers on everything across the board. They try to water everything the same across the board. Some things don't need that much water, where some things, a banana tree needs to be drowning in water, where certain things like an avocado don't want a lot of water. It's just not that universal. You got to do your research on what you plan on growing. Okay. And I just don't want to lie to you or give you no sugar-coated answer. So my friends bought a half of a hog, half a bean. I'm going to remove this because I don't want that company's name in my comments. But I'm going to touch on that, what you just said, okay? That company has nothing to do with what you purchased from a farmer. The things that happen, well, us gardeners been trying to tell y'all for years, is the things that happen with mass-produced products in a company setting, in a factory setting, is not what goes on a farm. If you go to a farm or a butcher shop and this stuff is being cut as you need it, that's totally different from mass production. So if you, let me see what you said again. Oh, I got what you said. I'm sorry. I should have finished reading it, but I still didn't want that company in my, yeah, I would go that route. Just go to the farmers and the butchers like you're doing right now. I would have liked that. You can even put that comment back up. Just please don't put that company name back in here, please. Okay. Tiff, hi, vinegar question. Good. Can I leave the mother in the jar long term, or do I need to take it out? If you're making vinegar, you can leave it in there, but that mother is going to keep trying to eat that vinegar because it's still minute sugars in it. Just take it out. Take it out, filter your vinegar, or put your vinegar in another jar, and every time it grows a new mother, take it out, because sometime it will still keep growing a new mother. So that was a good question. Just take the mother out. You in Chicago, what should I plant for cover crops for next season or winter garden? I have no idea. I have no idea. And again, I can't suggest something that I don't know. I don't know what kind of soil you're dealing with. I do know your weather situation, but I don't know what kind of soil. I don't know what area you in. I don't know how saturated your land may be or lack thereof. All of that stuff counts. Don't just go throwing out cover crops because that's something you saw on YouTube and social media. It's certain things. Maybe your soil is perfect and you may not necessarily need a cover crop. See what I'm saying? Like certain things, because what you plan on doing is tilling it back into the earth, correct? It's other things that you could do, but you got to know your land and you got to know your soil. You got to know your area before you just go doing stuff. You just do. I've heard this cover crop question several times in this chat, and this is telling me y'all heard this from some channel somewhere for some reason, and I'm not getting the trend. But please don't be just going off doing anything for any old reason. I'm gonna leave that alone, but I'm telling you, this is how gardeners fail, because they just jump on that trend wagon, that choo-choo trend. Just get off of it. Get off of it. Do your own research. Enjoy watching other people's content, but do your own thing. I promise to you, if you want to become a successful gardener, get off the choo-choo trend. Enjoy watching other people's content, but do your own thing. I promise you that. You'll be successful that way. That's a guaranteed way of your gardening success is to do your own thing. But if you just keep getting in these chats and doing stuff because everybody else is doing it, you will fail miserably. I guarantee you. I guarantee. Because nothing in gardening is universal. It takes research and planning all the time. Okay? Oh, hey, what's going on, Resilient Dad, man? Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Let me keep you pushing. Because I know I'm way behind. Keep doing what you're doing. I've been listening for years. You have blessed so many. So keep. Thank you so much, Reverend Lewis. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep on going, y'all. I'm going to keep it going. This is question and that Q&A today. I planted my blood orange and clipped the thorns off, and the leaves are growing from the clipped area. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Can I leave my Orient pear tree in the original pot? No. Get it out of there. It will eventually die in that little tiny pot. Okay. Oh, am I at the bottom? I'm at the bottom, y'all. Okay. I thought I was way behind. But no, I'm right on time. All right. So I guess we can get out of here if we don't got no more questions. You know what it is? I don't get questions when I tell the truth. I know S. McKay, yes. McDade, yes. But how can you tell from different types of soil? That's something I can't teach you. That's you. I'm going to tell you what you should do. Most people, especially now, just go out there planting stuff. What does your soil feel like? What's in your soil? Is it loose and loamy? Is it sandy? Is it hard red clay? Is it crumbly gray clay? Is it gravelly? Is it rocky? You start there before you get scientific. Those are the things right out of the gate that you should know about the land that you're planting your crops on. Those are things that's common sense. Before you start taking soil tests and all of that garbage, go out there and put your hands in that soil. You pull it up and you get it this close to your doggone eyeballs. What do I see? Take it apart. You see ants. Do you see infestation? You see worms. When you see worms, you know this stuff is fertile. Am I just, every time I take a shovel full, do I get worms? That means it's fertile. Is it clay? Can I go make something out of this and make a doggone pot if I put it in the oven? Or is it gray and it's crumbling as I do this with it and rolling down my arm? All of that is things of common gardening, common sense, things that ain't even for gardeners. It's things that even if you own a home, you should know what your house is built on. You go out in your yard or on your land at all parts of your land. And you ask yourself that, listen, I got divot holes all around this house and all around on Freedom Acres in the woods and everything. You know why I do that? Because I need to know what can I put right here. If I showed you, if I wish I could go, I wish I wasn't on this computer because I would take you outside with me and show you my trees are planted random as hell. Like none of this is uniform. It's not all pretty and stuff. Why? Because this tree can't get planted right here because this spot may have too much water. I can't plant that tree over there because that may be too dry. So I plant things where it belongs. Okay. I'm telling you, you got to do your own research, study, purchase books, watch videos about this. What I just told you are the basics before you go buying soil testing kits and all that, because you'll buy a soil testing kit and every person that I hear suggests that everybody should buy a soil testing kit. When you get the results, you still won't know what the hell you're looking at if you haven't done the natural basics of going out there and examining your soil with your hands and your eyes. You know, you will go out there and your soil test says, yes, it's very alkaline and this and that. You don't know what that is if you don't even know your own soil. You may see it's alkaline or acidic, but you don't know the conditions of it. Is it loamy? Is it sandy? Is it rocky? Is it clay? All of that matters. And that's why everybody says, Led, do you do soil tests? Man, yep, with my hands. I've never in my life went and sent off for a soil test. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you got to start with the basics first. And trust me and believe me, usually what you see in your hand, that may be all the soil tests you need before you go spending money on a tester kit that you don't even know how to read in the first place. Okay. Let me see. Say, thank you for answering my question about pecan trees. It helped a lot. Thank you for that. Thank you. And listen, I'm a pecan fiend when it comes to talking about pecan trees. I've done extensive research over the years. The word I couldn't remember, the other pecan tree I got is a Kiowa. Kiowa. A Kiowa. If I'm not saying, I hope I'm saying it right. A Kiowa is one of the best pecan trees. Not that much, no disease resistant, scab resistant, big kernel, big nut, thin shell, like the desirable. Okay, Kiowa. Look at that one. That's the one. So I'm gonna read off my pecans again. I'm a fiend about them. I'm telling you. Desirable, Elliott, Kiowa, Sumner, Pawnee, Cody or Colby. I always mess that up. It's several more. Okay. What's going on, Rucker Homestead? It's good to see you in here. I'm trying to answer a couple questions before this day is out. Okay. Being JT, how has gardening helped you develop as a person. It teaches you patience. And it also, and see, I don't want to get too spiritual on you, but it also teaches you you're not necessarily, you are biblically the shepherd of all of this. But the part, when people read that part out of the Bible, they don't think about that in depth. Let me break it down to you more like this. You are the shepherd over the land, but you are a part of it all. And the only way I can break that down is when you're in school, you're in a classroom. The teacher gets a call. She has to leave the classroom and go out in the hallway. What does she do? She appoints somebody to be the leader of the class to keep some kind of function while she's in the hallway speaking to a parent. She might say, Led, you're in charge till I come back. Let me know what's going on when I come back, right? And in my mind, that's God. God is telling me, you're part of this classroom. You're part of everything I created here. But while I'm away, I want you to watch over this right here. Let me know how it goes. You're the line leader until I come back. So that's how I look at everything. I am still part of all creation around me, like the garden, but it's my job until the Father comes back to watch over it. So when people say they read that in the scriptures and know that we're the shepherd over the land, don't ever mess up and get it twisted and think that you are not part of this, though. So gardening lets you know that right when you think you know everything and you the boss, the garden will remind you that you are just like me. So don't try to act like your stuff don't stink. I need water just like that plant does. I need to be fed just like that plant does. I need oxygen just like that plant does. I give fruit just like that plant does. I need sunshine and rain just like that plant does. I could go, when this plant dies, it goes back into the earth just like I do. And once you figure out that connection, something changes in you. Stop pretending that you are better than or more than because God says you're the shepherd over. Remember what I said, that analogy of you're all in the same classroom, you're all in the same grade, but when the teacher steps out, you're in charge for now. But you're still part of that classroom. Don't ever act like you became the teacher just because she gave you temporary power over this situation. Because those kind of people get beat up after school. You see what I'm saying? So I hope that answered your question. So that's how it changed me. Develop as a person. Don't ever think that you're not part of this whole makeup and try to destroy certain things because you don't think if you destroy this, for instance, if I destroy the ocean, I destroyed myself. If I destroy the honeybees, I destroyed myself. If I cut down all the trees in the Amazon, I destroyed myself. Don't ever think that this doesn't have a chain reaction. Everything that we do on this earth, and don't ever think that it itself is not alive. Everything that we do wicked and foul on this planet is going to get revenge back on us, one way or the other. Okay? So it lets you and reminds you that you are a part of all things. You're a part of all of this. And if I hurt this tree, I hurt myself. If I hurt this garden, I hurt myself. If I pollute the water, I pollute myself. And that's the way I'm going to say it helped me develop as a person to let me know I am part of all created things. Once you detach yourself from that, you're delusional and you will fail. Sorry, was I rambling? Hey, my friend. Hello, my friend. Hello, my friend. You about to make me cry, man. You are about to make me cry. I was worried about you, brother. I was worried about you. I've been worried about you for years. If you can, reach out to me. I was so worried about you. I was worried about your entire family. I speak of you often. I speak of you even here still on this channel. And boy, you about to have me leaking. It's good to see you, my old friend. It's good to see you. Your tree is out there with one fruit on it, and I didn't pick it yet. It's good to see you. I hope to hear from you soon, my friend. Katina Brooks says, "Oh my God, my backyard is hard black dirt. I will use pots in the fall and spring." Yes, you gotta amend that soil. Let me see. Thank you, Drew. What's the best soil for citrus in containers? They need a really well draining soil. So my Asian pear tree is planted near my chicken coop. The top leaves are curling and dying back. Even if it's new growth, do you suggest what may be going on? No, you can check it out and see for yourself, but I don't think anything is wrong with them. It might have some aphids on it. End of the season, it's rainy season, brings in aphids, and aphids love tender new leaves and growth. So check under the bottom of the leaves and look for aphids, little green bugs. Like they look like, without being too gross, like scabies or something. Crabs. Little green, if you move, they'll move. Say a lot of roly-polies and worms. Good to hear. Your soil is good, pretty much. Right. Kiowa is a Native American tribe near, okay, but that's also the name of that pecan tree. And I think that's why they named it that. Any suggestions on the best place resource for researching beginners? Everywhere. There is no one best place. Everywhere. You have to do your due diligence. Don't go to one place. If I name you one place, I'll be lying to you. You go everywhere. Google, first thing you do, Google what you're looking for and compare that information with other resources. Go to every online nursery that you can find, and each online nursery gives you a description of that tree. Some of them, the description differs from others. You find the common denominator in all of those descriptions. One say it loves the cold, one say it doesn't. One say it loves this, one say it doesn't. One say it loves shade, the other one say it loves sun. Find the common denominator. The common denominator might be it needs 500 chill hours all across the board. So that seems to ring true through Google and all the online nurseries and all the books that you've read. Hang on to that information and write it down, okay? The rest you'll have to do yourself. Find all the common denominators on all of that stuff, and that'll pretty much, give you a head start on growing whatever plant it is you're trying to grow. Say, thank you so much. I'm hoping to score some mature pecans so I can get fruit quicker. You want to hear something? It ain't so much that you're going to get fruit quicker with a mature pecan tree, because it's hard to purchase a mature pecan tree because the taproot is so long. They don't have like a big round container for pecan trees. It's usually in a long tube, and they may be about 7 feet, 8 feet long, the tree itself. So that's about as mature as you're going to get it. And if there's anything other than that you see, don't buy it. If it's in a big round container or something crazy, don't buy it, because that means that taproot is going in circles. And when you buy it, you're going to have to chop that taproot off so it continue to grow straight down. You don't want that thing swirling like this, because it will end up choking itself out over time. It'll be growing great, and then all of a sudden it'll be dead. You do not want that. Do you like Violet de Bordeaux? Yes, I have one. I just purchased one. Yes, I do. I love it. What's up, man? I say, what's up, Led? I'm more interested in planting for those purposes. I have a nice stock of food already. Okay. That's a good idea. Any suggestions? No, I can't name them on here because this platform does not even actually, man, be honest with you, I'm gonna have to remove that comment because of the M word. They don't like that. They frown upon that. And if I was you, I wouldn't talk about that anymore. Online, on the phone, nothing. If you figure out a way to make yourself feel better in your garden, don't talk about it on here. Trust me. I have an apple tree planted this summer, and it's dying. It has some life from midway down. What can I do to save it? Should it be cut down, hopefully return? It depends on what's wrong with it. Why do you think it's dying? And you say you have some life midway down. Why do you think it's dying before I answer that? Because I got a couple of solutions that may help. Because it sounds just right off the rip, it just sounds kind of like you got fire blight. Thank you, Kizzy. Thank you, Audrey. Love you too, brother. Love you too. I hope everybody is doing great. Send my love, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that. Listen, I mean it. I'm still kicking around here. Okay? Please, man, please reach out to me. I'm right here. And that's how I know it's really you right there. That's my guy. That's my brother right there. My brother right there. We may not be blood, but boy, we brothers. And I love the new name. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The garden ain't no place to be playing around, for spiritual reasons or for your health. Just it's fun out there, but you really should take it seriously. Yeah, he almost had me leaking, because if you knew who that was, you would have. If you knew who that man was to me or what he was to me, He was with me through some crazy times here on YouTube. He stuck by my side, thick or thin, and did his own due diligence, his own research, and found out all kind of stuff. That man right there had my back. Just let me shut up because you got me about to leak again. Let me see. Analytic Garden said, thank you. Just wanted to say thank you, Leah, for introducing me to the Fuyu persimmon, a tree. And a few years later, we have our very first harvest, 17 persimmons any day now. Congratulations, Analytic Garden. Matter of fact, when you do the video, I don't know how y'all do it, adding people and stuff. Send it to me so I can see it. I would love to see that. Let me see. Terrence says, do you feel that the moringa tree fits in with survival garden? Absolutely, yes. Yes, I do. We actually have 2 moringa trees out there. Oh, you good, bro. You good. It's just, you know how these rules are starting to change because people is getting weird, man. You good. Hey, Latrice, say, Led, about my mulberry cuttings, they have been in dirt for 6 months and nothing but the cutting you sent me in the dirt for 6 months. One nothing but the cutting you sent me. Was I supposed to shave it? You and I have talked about it once before. Please help. Latrice, email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. I think I remember that. Email me at leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. Okay. Somebody need a bath over here. You smell like a sock. You've been running out in the rain at camp. Let me see. Let me get in here. Okay. Half of the tree is already dead. I need to know what it looks like. Is it black, Lynette? Is the top of the tree that's dead, is it black? Like somebody burned it with some fire? Planting anything right now. I don't understand your question. Ugh. Email address is leadfarmer73@yahoo.com. And Lady Les is ladyles73@gmail.com. Okay. I will. Okay. Any other questions, y'all? Any other questions? Say veggies in the garden. What's good to plant right now in zone 8? Now, I could go on and tell you a whole bunch of stuff. I can't tell you what's good to plant in zone 8. What do you like to eat? It's going to always be my answer. Just because you can grow certain things right now don't mean that you should, because you're not going to eat them. You're not going to feed them to your livestock. You're just going to grow them so you can bring something to work and set on the cafeteria table so everybody can just end up throwing them away. What do you like to eat? Everybody's okay. Let's get into a new conversation now. No, it's not black, but it's darker brown. Have you cut into the trunk to see if you see any green? Cut into the trunk at the top where you say it's dead and see if you see any green. Because I don't know of too many things that can kill a whole top of a tree like that, not even with an infestation. The only thing I know that can kill something like that is fire blight. Say, I just got 2 avocado trees. What do you recommend as far as feeding the tree? Queen, I'm new to growing avocados. I used to grow them years ago. So I'm trying to grow these new varieties like I grew my Mexicola Grande, and I didn't feed them anything. When I did feed them, I fed them chicken poop, just like my citrus. They produce fruit for me, and that's how I'm doing it now. So I'm not an avocado professional. Listen, I am a avocado novice. I am super new at growing these varieties because I got so many different varieties now. I'm in the learning phase. Okay. I'm not going to suggest anything that I don't know a whole bunch about. Say, okay, 99 said, I just set up the tent, a 6-man tent, a 6-man tent in my cheeks. Say 2 men at the most if you want to be comfortable, and you better like each other. You better be in love with some of these tents. They say these 4-man tents, yeah, okay. Them end up being some Brokeback Mountain tents. You invite all your buddies up. Oh man, I got like an 8-man tent. 4 people go with you. And the next thing everybody will be saying is, I wish I could quit you. I'm telling you, you can't put too many people in these little baby tents, man. You can't do it. Let's see here. Thank you, Hyper. Please say hi to your family for me. You have a dog now, right? You used to be afraid of him. Yeah, it wasn't so much afraid. I just didn't want none. Right. Yeah, you see that? I end up with a Chihuahua, right? Right. Man, it's so good to see you. Thank you. And I will tell my family that I finally got in contact with you. She won't believe it. Say yes, cut into the top of the tree is dried out. The bottom half is green. Well, I don't know what kind of tree it is. Is it in a pot or is it in the ground? Let's see. Say hello, lady, and everyone. I have 2 cherry trees. They have root ball. How can I go about planting them in a 22-inch container? Live in zone 6. Will it survive the winter? They have root ball. I'm not quite sure I understand what you're saying. I want to answer you, but I really need to be more clear. What you're saying, they're already in soil when you say they're root ball or root bound? They have root ball. Yeah, I don't understand. Just roots. So they're bare root. Okay. Yeah, you can plant them now. Plant your bare root tree now. It's good. They're root bound. Okay, see. That's what I thought it was, root bound. No, she said it's just roots. See, I don't know. Please word that better before I give you any advice. I don't want nothing to happen to your tree. Because I thought it meant root bound too, but that's what I get for assuming. That's why I be wanting people to tell me directly exactly what you're talking about, because if I start guessing on what your words is that's misspelled or something, I give you the wrong advice. I'm just looking for questions. Okay, I think we may be good. Now I have a question. It's a 3-gallon container right now. I don't know. Vaughn, 1 minute you say it's just roots. Now you're saying it's a 3-gallon container. Can you show me, Vaughn Will? Can you show it to me right now? Everybody that had that problem, I will bring you up so you can show me your problem. Who want to show me like that dead tree? Do you want to show me that dead tree so I can see exactly what's going on? Von Will, can you show me the roots so I can tell you? I'm giving everybody a chance to actually be able to show me what you're talking about. I'll bring you up. No, I can't in the hospital with my mom. Well, yeah, I can't answer your question. Okay, Latrice. Latrice, is nothing for me and you to talk about. If you had a stick in some dirt for 6 months and nothing happened, I already know what's wrong. I mean, I don't know what's wrong, but I know it's not alive. Because I can show you an example of mulberry cuttings jammed in a bucket of dirt and growing. It'll blow your mind. I got 5 of them out there rooting. Tell me, because one has leaves. Okay. Latrice, show me. Show me. I'm about to put my link in the chat. All right. I just put my link in the chat. If you want to show me, yep, take your time. If you want to show me your problem instead of trying to describe it to me, I just put my link in the chat for anybody to want to come up and show me your problem. I don't want to, like earlier, the chicken coop with the rain gutter. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine that. I would really love to see it. That will help me help you, because I can make up all kind of craziness. I don't think you want you know where my mind is twisted. So I'll give you some crazy information if it's not explained to me properly or shown to me. Say thank you, Leah, for everything. Always valuable, honest, straightforward, sensible information. Thank you. And it's sometimes it come across as I'm being mean or rude. It's not. I'm not going to lie to you. And I just want to keep it straight up, straight down so you can be successful. I look at it like this. If I lose your friendship because I'm giving you straight advice for you to be successful, I'd rather you be successful than stay being my friend here on YouTube. Okay? Let me see something. Okay, revealed light. Do you have something to show me? Did you have a problem to show me? Okay.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Let's see what you got going on.
All right. I've been watching you for years. I'm running over here to my chicken coop. I told you about this Asian pear tree.
Okay.
And, all right. You can hear them now. There they are. But this is my tree. Hold on. Can you see? Hold on.
Yes.
Can you see it? All of this was live and beautiful before. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Let me see. Can you see this?
Hold on, because I want to blow you up so I can really get a chance to see it. Okay, I can see it.
Okay, you see how it's like half dead, and it wasn't like this. It was all lush and beautiful before. And
wait, Scooter, it looks fine to me.
No, but look, the trees on all of this on top was all alive, and now it looks like it's been like dead and eaten off.
Bring the camera even closer. Sure. All the way up on the branch.
You see that?
What kind of tree is this?
This is an Asian pear. I got it from Stark Brothers.
That doesn't look dead to me.
But the top, this is what it looks like on the bottom. It's very nice and lush and normal. But my husband and I have been observing that the top, something is eating it from the top.
You're talking about the leaves?
Yes.
The leaves don't matter. It's the trunk that you should be concerned about. Only
Okay.
the trunk. The leaves don't. As a matter of fact, leaves are fall. I don't. Where are you at? Where are you located?
We're in Minnesota.
Okay, Minnesota. Oh yeah, it's time for leaves to fall off anyway in
No, no,
Minnesota.
no. Look, I got a bunch of apple trees here. Everything is growing. This is
Okay,
dying,
this
So
this is the main way that I would like for you. What I would like for you to do ASAP. Get a
what?
knife. Get a knife
Uh-huh.
and cut at the very top of that stick at the top above
This
the leaf. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, all the way right there. And I want you to just cut a little bit, cut down in there. And if that's green inside there, there's nothing wrong with your tree.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
you have to make sure it has the cambium layer, because what I'm seeing, I can see the green in the trunk of that tree.
Yes, I can see it too, sir.
Yeah, through this computer. So it doesn't look like anything at all is wrong with your tree. It looks like when you got that from Stark Brothers, did you get the little 2x2 container or did you get it bare root?
I got a bare root and it was bare as anything it grew.
I'm gonna tell you this. Your tree looks fabulous for that.
Okay.
Honestly, your tree to me looks incredible.
Okay. So next year maybe I'll get fruit?
No.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you. No, when you have a bare root tree, it takes a minute. Okay, because you
Okay.
want to get those roots established. Is that in the ground or in a container?
It's in the ground, sir.
Yep.
Wait, you see?
Yep. Let that tree do its thing. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that I would do if I were you.
What?
Right where that is bare and naked, where the tops where the leaves fell off.
Yeah.
I would cut that. Just cut it off.
Cut
So it can
all of
start.
this off?
No. Go to the top leaf. Right there, I would cut it. And the reason for that is so that tree can start branching out, unless you just wanted a 20-foot tree.
No, sir. I'm gonna cut it, like you said.
Yeah. Just snip that off. And you can use the cutting and go try to plant that or something. But other than
Okay.
that tree looks great to me.
Okay, now I got one other thing to show you. It's just one concern. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm running across the yard now. Okay.
Okay.
I've been watching you for years. And when my family lived in the city and now we are out in the country,
All
but
right.
now we're getting ready to buy land. So this is one of my Chicago hardies. It came in here as a little bitty twig and it looks terrible now. And
It looks good to me.
Well, what's all this brown on here?
It's like rust. That's all. It's time. If I showed you my fig trees right now, you will feel better because it's just time for these figs to let go the goose till next season.
Yeah, I haven't interned them yet, but I want to before the winter hits and we get all the snow. So I want to put it in the ground, but I'm afraid it'll freeze because
don't put the Chicago hardy in yet.
So leave it. I can up pot it, but not put it in the ground yet.
Right. Not yet. It's just too tender. It is hardy once it gets a little older and thicker, but right now, put it up potted and keep it in the garage or something, okay?
Sure. And how do I keep it over the winter?
You don't have to do anything. All the leaves are going to fall off and get brown and crumble up. Long as it's in the house, it'll be fine. It's going to look dead, but trust me, it won't be dead.
And I can water it or not?
Just leave it alone. Over the winter, you don't need to be watering anything. Now, if you keep your house really hot and dry, just give it a little touch. Figs don't need a lot of water anyway.
Okay.
Just a little.
And I got a Meyer lemon over here too.
Bring it in the house.
Yeah, that one I'm bringing in. I know it's not going to make it. Yeah.
But you're good. Everything looks great to me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
If you have any more questions about it, just hit me up. I'll help you out.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Latrice, you ready? I can't see your face. I need to see your face before I bring you up on stage. I'm gonna just answer some of these comments first before I can see your head. Let me see. Let's see. So thank you, Liv, for everything. Always valuable, honest, straightforward, sensible information. Thank you for that. Let's see. Marilyn, Mr. Led, I have a fig tree I bought last year. All the leaves fell off and it looked like it had died. Then the leaves came back for a month. I put it in a 25-gallon container. Should I put it in the ground? Right now, try not to. Figs going in the ground right now is not a good idea no matter where you live in the United States. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I say just wait till spring. But yes, I will put it in the ground in the spring. Give it time to like, you know, what did Charlie Murphy say? No, Rick James. Let me stretch out a little bit. Okay. Let me see. Says, thank you and the family so much for the suggestions on my next fig tree. I also got a blackberry plant on discount. I live in your zone. When should I plant it? Now, as far as a blackberry, if you live in my zone, you can plant that blackberry whenever you want, in a container or in the ground. Them blackberries, a blackberry is really a weed. It's like a weed. You can't kill those things. It'll look dead for a minute. If you live in my zone, it won't even look dead. The leaves will brown up or turn red, but the vine will be all over the place. Trust me on that. You can't kill that. If you want to plant a blackberry right now in the ground, go for it. I'm waiting on you, Latrice. Okay. How you doing, Karen? And Thomas, what's going on? Said looks like change in the season might be the cause of drying the top. I don't think so. I think it's just a bare root and it just lost a few leaves. It looks fine to me. Looks fine. If you saw half of my my trees when I got them in bare root, like those jujubes, you wouldn't have thought those were even alive. All right, Belinda, you got your situation ready? Okay, here we go. Let's see. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. Let's see what you got going on for me.
All right, I got to figure out how to turn this camera around. Hold on just a moment.
That's okay.
Tell you how to do it. Hold on. Nope, that turns it off.
It should be what kind of phone you got?
Apple, I got an iPhone.
Okay. It should be. Let me remember. I can't even remember how it works. And I got so many of them right now. The little circle thing up in the corner.
Let's see. Nope, that's a recording chat. Okay, bear with me just a moment. Well, here, how about I just walk beside it and turn it around that way?
That'll work.
So here's the same chicken coop you have here.
Oh, you're the one with the chicken coop problem.
Right.
Okay. All right.
A metal roof on it. And then I have if you can see, I have the IBC tote over there. So I want to run a piece of gutter up here, but I'm not quite sure how to attach it or how to make that happen.
Well, from what I can see, if you wanted to hear my suggestion.
Yes, sir.
I'm just eyeballing now. Don't hold this against me. But I would probably run a 2x4 underneath this metal roof.
Like right here?
Closer up to the edge. Because you got to get the gutter. Farther out, all the way to the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Attach it to the metal roof?
Underneath. Because because the gutter has to sit on side of something because of the brackets that you connect them with. And it will be, if the here's your roof. I will connect this is the end of your roof is my wrist, okay?
Okay.
I will put the 2x4 here. And then I would connect the gutter system right here. So the roof would run off into the gutter system. You need something to mount the gutter system on because the brackets are like an L shape, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way I can think that I could pull that off of what you're working with right there.
Okay, so 2x4 up underneath here,
Yeah.
and then attach
the gutter
anchors,
to the 2x4.
And then have it there and then run it that way.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's all for what I can see right now, and that's what I would do.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm a hot, sweaty mess. I've been working all day out in the yard.
Look, I'm still in pajamas. Don't feel bad. Now, the only thing I did today was shave a little bit. That was and cut my hair. Other than that, nothing. Now, I did want to say this. I'm glad you were able to show me because I would have never been able to figure that out.
Yeah, I couldn't understand how to explain it. The same chicken coop you have, but with a metal roof. Yeah. So right. Sorry about that if I confused you.
No, you're good. I'm just glad you showed me. I'm glad I did this so I could see.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, let me know how that works out. And if you need any help, email me or Lady Led, and I'll do my best to help you. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. You're so welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. My Don, are you there? What am I looking at? I've been waiting on Latrice, but something is. We got some backstage pranks going on, y'all. You got to show your face when you come up, and it has to be live. Like, I'm not going to like bring you up here to show the world you playing with your balls or something. People is in the backstage tripping. Why would you want to show me this? I'm a dude. All right, Latrice, you ready? Let me see you. There you go. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Let me get this before I pick up again.
Zachary, will you calm down? My 10-year-old son is fascinated with you, and if we miss a YouTube, Mama, you gotta tune in. Are we caught up with Lady Led? How are you doing?
Say hi. Wait. Let me talk to that king right there. What's your name, brother?
Hey, I'm a fan of your videos. I subscribe to you. I'm a fan of your videos. I subscribe to you. He said, "What's your name?" My name's Zach.
Zach?
Yes.
Well, hello, Zach. How you doing, young man? It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too. Tell them what's in your room. I have let me just say bug out in my room. And it has everything in there. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. And you know something? Have your mom bring you to the next bug out camp, and we can hang out together, and I'll show you a couple cool things, okay?
Okay. All right, I mean, we've been following you forever, and I said the one time that I don't have nothing to do on a Sunday, this phone is acting up. The devil is a lie. Anyway, let me show you these curtains. Led, I figured one was dead, and when you first sent them to me, they had a little they had sprouted. They had a green. They had started growing. So I took them out, and I had them in a little 2-gallon pot, and the tomatoes must have volunteered over into there. So I put them in. Let me turn my camera around.
Okay.
Hold on here, Cam. Hold on a minute. Let's see. I just learned how to work this thing. I was listening to the other lady. More. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Yeah, these. Let me see. I just flipped this camera around. Let me see. Hold on there. Recording settings. Okay, there we go. Let's see. All right, I found it. So I'm gonna flip my camera around to facing the back. I think I got it. Okay.
Nope, she don't got it. I don't know what happened, but her device has just disconnected. My Don, I can't see anything. Okay. My Don, can you see me? Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me, my Don. He keep disappearing. I don't know. I want to help you, my Don, but I gotta see you, bro. No, bad connection. Okay, I'm waiting on Latrice. I'm not going to leave this video until I can help Latrice. I'm not quite sure what's going on with my Don, but I think he keep freezing. Okay.
Let's see.
There you go.
Okay, can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay, I'm just gonna flip my camera around so you can see. This is one of the cutting sled. Can you see that? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put my finger on it. Okay, right there.
It's upside down.
Oh, the camera's upside down?
No, the cutting.
It's upside. And you know what? The weird thing is, I had put this in there in the opposite direction, and maybe I wasn't patient enough. Hold on, lad. I'm trying to get you in the camera. What about now? Okay, so this is upside down.
A lot.
Okay. Is it? Can you see that? So that part's supposed to go in the ground.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll see how that turn out. I'm going to flip it. Because, see, I had it flipped the other way, and I didn't get anything. And I left it like that for several weeks. What about this one, Led? Because you sent me, I actually gave one of the cuttings away after I realized how much fruit they produce. Yeah. What about this one? Now, this one has leaves on it. It's not, that needs to come off. Okay, is this muscadine?
No, that's a mulberry.
Somebody brought me muscadine today. Is this a mulberry? Is this the tree?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, now look, check this out. You see where it grew from? This is the cutting you sent me. Hold on a minute. You see that? Where's my finger at? Okay, there.
Other way.
Okay.
Way. Little more.
Right there?
Nope, keep going.
Okay, right, can you see that? Okay, that's the actual cutting. It's about big as a mop broom, more so like a broom. And check this out. This is what's growing up beside it. So this one is alive.
That's so alive, yes.
Okay. I was like, let's say this thing was gonna grow overnight. And I know you didn't literally mean overnight.
Right.
And so, but I Googled the leaves, and you know, you can Google and you can screenshot, take a picture on Google, and it'll send up the image. But this is good.
Oh, that's not good. That's excellent.
Okay. Well, I got one tree. Okay. So the other one, you think is I just turn it upside down and give it a chance to grow?
The other one might you say that been 6 months?
Yeah, because see, I had it in a 2-gallon pot, and I don't know if you can see. You see these huge boxes here?
Yes.
That's what they're in. So these are literally 4 inches. This box comes up to my, if you can see that, it's a 4x4. Yes. It's a pretty big box. No. But that's what I have them growing. This is actually blackberries right here. But this is the box I have them in. These huge boxes, the mulberries.
I'm going to suggest you get them out of there.
Okay, take them out.
Right now, you got to take a lot of soil with it, okay?
Okay.
And here's the reason. A mulberry root system is going to blow that box up.
See, I thought about that. Okay.
It's literally going to bust out of that box in about a year.
I read that and I didn't want to believe it, but I saw that with my own eyes. So let me ask you this here. Put them in the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Mulberry trees aren't one of those things you want to keep in a container. You may be able to keep a Pakistani mulberry in a container because they don't grow as vigorous as a normal mulberry. But the stick I gave you, you see how thin the new growth is on that one?
On this one right here?
Yes. Okay. I'll put a piece that thin in the ground, and that's what made this tree. Let me try my hardest to show you. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all can see me. Just hang on a second. Give me 2 ticks. Because this way I can show the world what the rock is cooking.
So, Leah, what can I do with these huge boxes? Because I had them built consistently.
You can grow all kind of stuff in them. Okay.
I got blackberries in one.
That's fine. Raspberries, blackberries.
Okay.
Blueberries.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to show you what a stick like that turned into in just a matter of maybe 3 years or so.
Okay.
This.
Wow.
All of that.
Wow.
You got a piece of that.
That's like what, 30 feet tall?
About 20. Yeah.
20
feet tall, 20 feet wide.
I really don't need but one cutting then.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have lots of deer back here too. Trust
and believe. That's not these mulberries. It's the real deal. It's not a game. They will. They will humble you. Okay.
I already know once they mature, I'm in for a lot of work during the season when they produce.
Yes.
And
yes.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot
What
of.
do y'all do with all y'all mulberries? Do y'all even pick them all? Do you give them away? Because I heard they
pick them and can them. Pick them and can them.
Oh, I didn't think about canning them.
Juice them, can them, jelly. It's so many different things. Turn them into wine.
Yeah. What's the shelf life if you can them, Led?
We can't talk about that because everybody got a different.
Right.
Everybody wondering what that pecan I couldn't remember. Cato, and I always want to call it Kobe. Cato pecan. But yes.
So I need to take it out of this box and put them in the ground. Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. And the other one was upside down.
Definitely upside down.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it upside right. Start over.
No. Don't just throw that away. Email me.
Throw that away. Okay.
Email me.
One is enough. And so I need to center it somewhere and let my husband know we got to do some rearrangement. So thank you so much. I know there's probably someone else backstage. I'm so glad. My phone was acting up. I apologize. I was like, the one day I have time to get on the live and he's letting us come in and show him. Come on. And so anyway, thank you so very much.
You're so welcome. I got you back.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. You see that bug fly right up my nose. Yeah, attracted to the shea butter. Okay. This is for my friend, Mr. Stunt. Here's your tree and your mulberry. I'll show you that later. All right, Mr. Maidan, if I'm saying it correctly. You ready, my brother? All right. Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Good to be seen.
All right. What we got going on?
So I'm about to flip the camera so you won't see me. I'm going to show you the Arkansas black apple tree that has some kind of white fungus on it.
Okay.
So I'm flipping.
Son of a...
All right. Can you see?
Yes, that looks like it's mealybug. Soap and water. Get closer. That's mealybugs on there. Soap and water, or take a high pressure water hose, not super high, but put your water hose on the jet nozzle and spray that off.
Okay. And the tree should survive?
The tree will be fine.
All right. Thank you, Sir Led.
You're so welcome. And this is that time of the year for that to be happening anyway.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome, my friend. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
All right. Now. All right. We was able to help that. Let me make sure I ain't got no gnats. Hey, y'all. Look, I'm out here tripping because remember, I just got back from out of town. And these doggone persimmons on my Tamapan persimmon, this the tallest persimmon tree. This the tallest Asian persimmon tree I've ever seen in my life. I measured it, and it's at 15 and a half feet tall. I've never seen a persimmon tree get this tall ever in my life. Never. The fruit is like it's going to get probably double this size by the time it's ready. And every year it gives me more and more and more and more fruit to the point I don't know how I will reach 15 feet, but this is one tree I said I'm just going to let it go because I've never seen an Asian persimmon tree this big ever. Look at this. The fruit is just leaning all over the place. So that's my Tamapan. And let me see. And my Rasputia is just ridiculous with fruit. I ain't no need of me talking about her. She's just ridiculous. She's just stupid with fruit right now for anybody that's watching. She's just out of control. Look at this right here. Now I got my computer in my hand, so y'all bear with me. This how dumb this is. I told you every single year is more fruit than we know what to do with. Every single year. So I got an idea. I have an idea of what I'm going to do this year with the fruit from my persimmon tree. I am going to sell the fruit and send it to people. That's what I'm doing. Because there's no way I can. Oh, look at this. My pomelos are ripe. I didn't even see this. It's my first time coming in my garden since I've been home. My pomelos are ripe. Can y'all see that? Y'all want to try a pomelo? Let me see if anybody here. Before I go, anybody want to see a pomelo? Because they are ready to rock and roll. I'm not going to pick off one of my big ones. I saved them for my wife. We eat them together. Anybody? Y'all want to see it? I'm not even going to cut it off. I'm going to just try my hardest to pull it off, okay? This is my first time pulling one of these because this tree I just bought this tree this year and it bloomed and it actually fruited. Oh, shoot. That thing fell off. They ready. Come on, pup. One of my avocados. Them some bitches took my... Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. One of my avocados is knocked over. I think that's the choquette that's knocked over from the wind and the weight. And then I got a Hass avocado. Let's see if this Hass avocado is ready. You see, this avocado is knocked over. I'm going to leave it alone until I come out here and really do something about it. Because I don't want it to break. But, yeah, them avocados looking a little ashy. They say when they look a little ashy, it's time. I'm going to see if it'll come off. Oh, boom. I did the 45 degree, y'all. It's the first ones to see my avocados. Wait a minute. Let me try another one. Let me see if this other little guy. Can y'all see this? Do a 40. Boom! Fell right off. Okay, so we got pomelos and avocados. Wait, let me grab it. Let's go in the house. Come on, click clack. Come on. All right, y'all hold on because we about to I'm about to show y'all this. Now, this is all of the stuff I was telling y'all that's growing in buckets. Y'all see that? Them is just cuttings in buckets. Let me show you right now. I'm selling all of these cuttings, and they're going to be already rooted. You don't have to do it. Let me see. I'm going to pull one up. They're already pre-rooted and everything. You don't have to do anything to these. Look, this is what I'm selling online right now. So you don't have to wonder. Okay? It's already rooted for you and everything and growing. I'm gonna probably put these in some like little plastic slips, so you will have a plant already ready. You don't gotta care. You don't gotta worry about how do I plant them upside down or whatever. It'll already be rooted for you. Okay. So I got about 50 of those left right here. That's what I was telling her. All you gotta do is stick them in. No, I even got more than that. So hold on. Come on. Gotta grab my fruit. Oh, put my fruit in my pocket. It's gonna look like I got a sack of nuts. All right. Come on, pup. Come on. All right. We eating this, y'all. All right, we eating this. Ooh, yeah. Woo! Avocado. Avocado. I got me 2 avocados because the squirrel ate the rest. I'm going to sit these on the counter and they going to taste the best. Avocado. Avocado. I got my chocolate persimmon from my brother. This is yours, bro. I can't eat it right now because it is definitely going to be astringent. You see it even still got some green on the top. But this is the chocolate persimmon, and it was pollinated by the coffee cake persimmon. This is the one I had, right? And everybody gonna know why we call this the coffee cake. So today I just harvested a coffee cake this morning, chocolate persimmon just now in y'all face, 2 of my very own homegrown Hass avocados. I watched them bloom and grow here, and 1 pomelo. No, this ain't, no. This ain't a pomelo. This is I think this is my ruby red grapefruit. So let's open it up. Now, avocados, that's going to have to sit there for about a week or 2 before they soften up and we can try them. What are cuttings? I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that. And the squirrel trying to eat my doggone pecans. You see, this is how I know when it's squirrel damage. You see that stick cut here perfectly and cut here? Squirrel did that. So it's gonna get some of my doggone pecans. Let's see. Get this back in order here. So I'm gonna open up this ruby red grapefruit. I've been cutting stuff like this all week long at camp. So, all right. Say, how do you grow avocado? You got to learn how to grow them. You gotta do your research on them. Ooh. You look at how red and pink that skin is. How can you make sure the persimmon are not astringent before eating? You got to be careful. You got to make sure, you got to test them. Grab 1 persimmon off and test it first. If you don't see seeds, Usually between the chocolate, when you cross-pollinate the chocolate with the coffee cake and you get seeds between the two, that means they've been pollinated properly and they are both sweet and while they're crunchy. If you don't see seeds, don't do it. Don't eat that. Turn your head inside out. Where do we purchase your trees? Go to easilygrowngarden.com/product. Let me put it in here before I finish doing this, okay? Okay, that's our website where you can get the rest of these cuttings before it's too late. Say, if you have a brown paper bag, yeah, I ain't in no rush. I'm not trying to rush it. I know you can put it in the refrigerator too. I'm not doing all that. I let it sit there and grow naturally, and I want it to age naturally. Woo! Grow your own citrus and your own avocados, apples, persimmons, pears, plums at your own house. Then you don't got to care. Every time they say they got a recall on something, I find that out from y'all because I don't care. One thing about growing your own grapefruits, I just put the address in the chat. They are not as bitter as like in the store. They sweet. When you grow, Latrice, with them recalls, I don't even care. It's a recall on lettuce. I don't care. We done started some lettuce. There's a recall on what is this stuff? I can't think, but I'm growing it out there right now. I don't care. Mustard greens, carrots, you shouldn't even be caring like that. This isn't the juiciest grapefruit, but man, is it sweet. I've been trying to eat one grapefruit every day. It cleans you out. What are the cuttings you just showed us, Led? Are they avocado cuttings? No, those were elderberry cuttings. Elderberry. And I will be having more angel trumpet cuttings. I'm about to cut my angel trumpets down for the year. Let's see. Not a question, but thanks for sharing other channels. Like Homestead Heart, I recently learned how to water bath can jalapenos. My cans were just sitting there, so thank you. Thank you. Thank you for going over to all these different channels and showing them some love. As a matter of fact, I just put my friend on the screen. How many people are subscribed to Growing with Hudson? If you are not subscribed to Growing with Hudson, I got her on the screen right now. If you are not subscribed to her, can you do me a favor and go subscribe to my friend? How many people? What's up, NJ Cali Gardner? Girl, you stinking. What's up, my brother? If you are not subscribed to Growing with Hudson, the lady I have on the screen right here, there's the thumbnail, just in case you have to do this. Find her. Could you please go subscribe to her and let me know when you did? Please. She made a point. Hey, NJ Kelly Garden, what's going on, my brother? It's good to see you, man. I just watched it. I watched the intro to your video earlier before I came on here. I want to reach out and touch base with you as well. Okay, Jose. Jose said just subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? Say just subscribe, Harriet Claire. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Melanie Davis, Dennis, thank you so much. Say subscribe. Karen and Thomas, we just subscribed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ladybug 629, I'm subscribed. D.A. Smith, just subscribe. If you can, the reason I'm doing this is because my sister made a valid point. You guys, everybody in here is coming up in a time, all the content creators are coming up in a time that's different than when we came up. And when we came up, we stuck together. NJ Kelly Gardner goes all the way back to in the early days of content creating for gardening and YouTube. T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener, she goes all the way back. Trina's Journey is one of the ones that go all the way back with me, and several more. And you know what we did back then? We stuck together. I didn't agree with everything all of my friends said. Some things I don't agree with everything. It wasn't that. It was we were all different. We were all different and we were growing different. And I can disagree with your growing style and still totally support you. Just because I'm growing different does not mean I don't support you. I just grow things different than you do. Just because somebody's doing something a little different than you does not mean you don't subscribe to them. And then I keep hearing about all our brothers and sisters talking about some we don't never get together to do nothing. That's because you don't sit here and do the simplest thing that you could possibly do on YouTube is hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. How freaking hard is that? It don't cost you a red cent. So I was listening to my sister's video today, Growing with Hudson, and you know what she said? She said all of these smaller YouTube channels have so much to offer. Nobody goes to see them. I totally 100% agree. And what I try to do is I'm a big tree in this forest and I like to lean over a little bit so the little trees can get some of their sunshine so they can grow. It's some trees just stern, they won't bend. But me, man, I like to scoot over a little bit, man. Let these little trees get some of this sunlight. I got plenty. But I'm going to say this. In addition to what Growing with Hudson said, if y'all smaller channels, I want to make my point clear. If y'all smaller YouTube channels do not support and back one another, what make you think the bigger YouTube channels are going to support you? Everybody ain't going to do what I do. Clearly, y'all see that. If you don't stand up for one another, all of the smaller YouTube channels, if you don't stand up for one another, I ain't gonna lie to you, you're screwed. But until you all learn how to network and agree to disagree, but support, you're not gonna get anywhere on this platform. You're going to keep trying to do everything by yourself. And you're going to keep getting shot down. You're going to keep working 3 and 4 times harder than you really truly have to. And you're going to see people surpass you, pass you up, and they got 1 million subscribers, and you like, how the hell? And they don't even know what they talking about half the time. Trust me, I've heard this story billion times over the years. Laird Farmer don't know what the hell he talking about. How he got so many subscribers? Because you trying to do everything by yourself, like your stuff don't stink. Number one. And number two, it ain't all the stuff that you know, because it's only so many ways to grow a damn tomato. It's probably your funky personality. But if you don't learn how to work with other people on this platform, you may be right where you at. So we gotta learn how to help one another. You do not have to 100% agree with everybody. I don't agree with 40% of things that everybody say. But that don't mean that I don't like you. That don't mean that I don't support you, because I support and I back you wholeheartedly. I don't have to agree with 100% of everything you say. Sometimes I just like to hear you talk. Right? So, Growing with Hudson, my sister, thank you. Because the message that you put out on that short video was well needed. And I've been trying to say that for years, and people don't listen. Everybody think they're going to be the next Tic-Tac star or the next YouTube star and hosting the damn New Year's Eve countdown, and you ain't even helping each other get there. You see all these other people that made it to that point. You don't even wonder why. All these folks don't wonder why. I'm telling you why. You don't stick together. And then the first thing you say, black folks don't stick together. Everybody say, black folks don't stick together. If you can't even come together on YouTube, what the hell make you think we're going to come together and march in the streets out here in the real world? Sorry. Was I raving? But it's honest. If you can't come together on one common idea on social media, if you can't befriend one another, even Optimus Prime and Megatron had to team up to fight Unicron. When there's a greater evil opposition against, sometimes enemies have to unite. And if you don't know by now, I'm telling you, there is a greater evil out there. So this is a time where you need to just let certain things go. Certain things can't be let go, okay? But certain things, man, let that go and unite, or you will be conquered. So for everybody, please go over and subscribe to my sister, Growing with Hudson, right now. Please, if you subscribe to me, I hope you will go over and subscribe to. Why your bark sound like you clearing your throat? Your bark sound like a sneeze. It's not even hardcore. It's funny. DMX would not be proud of this bark. Your bark is hilarious. Just cut it out. It's like when she bark, it's like your bark is funny. That's like somebody said, man, I'm gonna beat your butt, man. I'm gonna beat you up, man. I'm gonna beat you up, brother. I'm gonna laugh at you before I actually fight you. I want to say thank you to everybody that just subscribed to Growing with Hudson. And I hope my message got through to you, which is you will not pull this off by yourself. All you're gonna have, you may, but you are going to work 10 times more harder than anybody else trying to do everything by yourself, just so you can have bragging rights to say, I did it by myself. You don't even hear me say that. Just for bragging rights? Good luck with that, because don't nobody care about bragging rights. Okay? Thank you, everybody that went over and subscribed to Growing with Hudson. Thank you to everybody for supporting me and my channel and my wife. And thank you for all the people that donated either Cash App or Super Chat to help us support and grow our Camp Club 73. All of the donations that's coming in through Super Chat and PayPal will go, PayPal and Cash App will go directly into the Camp Club 73 Fund. And I thank you because you help this club grow. And what it does is support our activities. It supports our trips that we take. It supports our food that we eat on a trip. It supports everything that we do. So I do want to say thank you for that. Okay. And I couldn't do it without you. Don't ever look at me and think I got here by myself. Anybody out there, because I know some folks, they turn their nose up to me. I will never say I did this by myself. I will be lying. We were a crew. We were a unit. And we all watched out for one another. That's it. Some people chose not to do YouTube no more. That's where they all went. But other than that, we stuck together. And we made sure we supported each other because, frankly, back in them days, we were all we had. Right? Thank you for subscribing to Growing with Hudson. I'm gonna just pull this up right now. I'm Bertania's Big Heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. Growing with Hudson says it's a great community-led Farmer 73 in chat. Thank you so much because that's what this is all about. Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you so much, Bertania. That's right. Carrie Robinson said it take a community. One person can only do so much. Amen. Go strawberries and continue. What do I do with them in the winter? Strawberries don't have to do anything in the winter. Thank you so much, Terrence, for subscribing to Growing with Hudson. So I've learned so much from you and Lady. Thank you so much, RLM. I said it right. Thank you, Latrice. And please email me. I got you. You probably say, I don't want no more of them if they're going to get that big. Thank you so much. Say, we will subscribe to Growing with Hudson. Did you say yes, Growing with Hudson? Thank you so much, Sean Romero. Thank you for subscribing to Growing with Hudson. I know you already subscribed, Odom's Homestead. Odom's Homestead is another brother you got to go check out. These are channels that get no love. You know what I'm going to do? I said I would never do this again, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to have a small channel recognition video. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach out to some of y'all and hope that all of y'all come in, and I'm going to have you promote yourself and show people that you got the juice, right? I'm going to have a bunch of people come over so they can get some kind of recognition, some kind of love going on. I did that one time and I got burned for it a couple years ago. And all I was trying to do was show somebody some love and give them some props. And they twisted it in all kind of weird ass ways and turned it into some kind of weird ass, dumb ass beef that I didn't want to have nothing to do with. That's why I stopped doing this. But I'm not going to let that one person ruin it all for everybody else. Because while I got this platform and I can help other people grow, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going to let that one knucklehead mess everything up for everybody. But see, once bitten, twice shy, and that's what I've been. I've been just avoiding it. But at the same time, other people are suffering from that knucklehead. So I'm not doing, I'm going to just keep on helping folks the way I can while I can. Because none of us YouTubers are going to be here forever, whether that's in the physical sense or in the digital sense. Okay, so while I still got a platform with some doggone structure under it, I'm still going to support my folks as long as I possibly can. And here's another one, that Latrice's son, Zach, young man, is little fellas like you, man, that keep me going, because you the next generation. You about to be the next lead farmer. All right. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate all the help and all of the support that you give us and all of the support that you give these people, channels, and platforms on here. They cannot do it without your help. I understand some of y'all watch things from your television, but it doesn't take but about a few minutes to grab your phone and subscribe to somebody. Because even though you watch us on your television, you still have to be subscribed, or it's harder to find people on your television. Your television is only suggesting things that they want you or they think you should be watching. When at the same time, you should take control of your own algorithm. Don't just go getting information that these platforms send to you. Take control of your algorithm. Grab your smart device or your computer and go subscribe to several different things instead of letting that TV algorithm feed you, because you'll end up in some weird places sometime. Okay? Thank you for your support. With that being said, I'm going to let y'all go for the night. Lair Farmer 73, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm out. Peace, y'all. Peace.